Greetings, Hive fans. Welcome to today's live stream. It should be very, very exciting. This is tie breaks between aenorman43 and spfish. So far, through 6 games, white has won every game. So, is it going to be that the first player that scores a point with black will end up winning the match and moving on to the semifinals? We will be able to see today. Timing throughout the tournament up to this point has been 20 plus 20, meaning you start with 20 minutes and you get 20 seconds added each turn. First round of tie breaks, that's one player playing white, the other player playing white. One round will be 10 plus 10. Then it goes to 3 plus 10. And if it gets to 3 plus 10, it gets very, very fast and exciting. Players make mistakes at 3 plus 10. They make mistakes at 10 plus 10. They make mistakes at 20 plus 20, but even more so with a faster time frame. So it's been exciting so far. We've got Coolster84. Welcome. Thanks for joining Mikolai from Poland. And I apologize, Mikolai, I won't attempt to pronounce your last name. I would probably totally ruin it. Sorry about that. There's a large Hive playing community in Poland, which is a very, very good thing. Hopefully, we'll be able to see some of the Polish players at the European Championship next year. They're working on the 2025 version. Of course, it'll be something special with the 25th anniversary of Hive and the European Convention and Tournament will be in Budapest again, but we don't know exactly when yet. So I'll keep you informed as well as that. So let's take a quick look at the tournament standings. We've got, here's the bracket. The top half of the bracket, we've got Judoka playing Happy Kiwi in the semifinals, and they will be starting tomorrow. That's February the 4th of October. And I will be live streaming that as well. I don't remember exactly what time that's going to be. I think it's about, I don't remember. I want to say 1300 my time, which is 1700 GMT. So I'll have to remember to look that up and see. The bottom half of the bracket, we have csigeee has already made it into the semifinal, and the winner of this match will go up against csigeee. And as I mentioned before, if aenorman43 wins, it'll be the same 4 semifinalists this year that were last year. And we have Cool Beans joining in the board space lobby. I wonder if that's the same. Is that the same as Coolster84? Let me know. Of course, there is a 3-minute delay with this quick time frame. I don't think anybody's going to even attempt to watch the broadcast while playing because they don't have time for that. But I keep it just to be on the safe side. We have a 3-minute delay. So from the time I talk till the time you hear is 3 minutes. And so the replies to the chats are instantaneous essentially. So sometimes I may respond to something on a chat and say something about it at the same time, but you won't hear it for 3 minutes. So we've got Tower 50, that's Carl from South America joining in the lobby. Basalam Dostman. Basalam. That's directed to Arten. I was a little bit worried. I hope it turned out okay, Arten. Let me know. Probably have a horrible accent. I went on Google Translate and looked for Farsi, and I couldn't find it. And then I realized it was listed under Google Translate under Persian. So in a little over 3 minutes, Arten will hear my attempt at my greeting in Farsi. So it's been exciting so far in the World Championship. The big question, of course, is someone going to be able to defeat uh, Joe Schultz playing under the name Judoka, four-time world champion, or will he win his fifth? And of course, Joe, I'm going to take a minute here. Joe is the author of Canon of Hive Groundwork. Karutsu is here. Hello, Karutsu. Of course, Joe's the author of the Canon of Hive Groundwork, which is the first book and was aiming for at least a trilogy. The second volume, Opening Theory, is going to be released here very shortly. Be watching because Joe has promised that he will give me a live interview on my channel once that book comes available. I have been able to see it. It is extremely beneficial book. All of you that really want to become better Hive players will need to purchase it. Of course, don't purchase it directly. Click on the link on my YouTube channel once I have it up, so I get a little tiny piece of it. And of course, my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, is available as well. So the spectators are beginning to gather in board space. Geocat Gene, I don't know him, but he's been watching on a regular basis. Wolk22, that's Bianca from Germany. Welcome, Bianca. She's another one of the European players who went to Budapest last year. I look forward to meeting her in person at some point. The first combatant has joined. Alex aenorman43 has joined into the lobby. Of course, the first two rooms are already taken. So let's scroll down here and see if we can get game room 3 set up. Need to change it so player 1 moves first and fix plus 20 plus 20. No, this will be 10 plus 10. Thank you, Mikolai. I appreciate that. So Happy Kiwi has joined to watch as well. Happy Kiwi is one of the semifinalists. He's up against world champion Judoka, and that match will be starting tomorrow. So let me just do a quick look here to see when that is scheduled to be played. Tomorrow at 1700, which is 1300 my time. That's what I thought. So we're looking forward to this completely. R10 says that was awesome. Thank you, R10. I've always enjoyed languages. I shouldn't say always enjoyed languages. Over the last probably 30 years, I've enjoyed them immensely. One of my favorite websites is jw.org, and it's translated into over 1,000 different languages. R10 says, I really surprised him. I told you, R10, I was going to try. And I appreciate all of my viewers. I appreciate all of you coming here. And we had And again, as I mentioned before, I'm not sponsored by Fisherman's Friends, but my Fisherman's Friends cough drops are right here ready because when I talk this much, I probably will need it at some point during the video. So we're still waiting for spfish to join. I'm going to take a moment here. spfish has joined. So I'm not going to take any time here because we're going to be getting into playing Hive here very, very soon. Ordep Kubek has joined. Welcome, Pedro. Hola. Pedro will probably join on watching the video as well. If we had a under 18 tournament, three of the top players, of course, would be Ordep Kubek and Dr. Bees and Simhot A, three up and coming young Hive players. Okay, they are getting ready to go into room 3. We're going to be watching this very quickly because they're not going to waste a lot of time here. So spfish is starting off as white, 10 plus 10, and they are underway. So let me see if I can get this going here very quickly. And as you can see, they are not wasting much time. Interesting, it's a symmetrical opening, a double, uh, a double buffered opening. Who's going to break the symmetry first? Okay, I said that I would do a special shout out to 1254. So spfish made the first move after they both, oh, maybe he hasn't yet. And a special shout out to 1254. He's a new member over at the Discord channel. And I told him that if he would join today on the live stream, that I would do a special shout out to him. So thank you, 1254, for joining. Now, what's interesting is white pinned the black ant against the queen. But what that does is this ant can no longer be pinned. It can be blocked, but it can't be pinned. And if this ant moves away, then that could become a pin-proof spawn point, possibly. So Alex elected to bring in his pill bug. So let's see if Ben's going to do the same. Or if Ben's going to, he could place a spider here, which would be a threat. It would force a response. Yep. Anytime you can place a spider that forces a response from your opponent, that's a good thing. If the ant moves away. So 1254 said he's going to sleep soon. So I can understand that completely. So thank you for joining, even for a short period of time today, 1254. Welcome. Thank you so very much for coming. Oh, that's right. He said he was in GMT +5, I think. So that's 9 hours different. So it's after midnight there. So thank you for staying up. Okay, and as expected, black had to respond to the white spider. Anytime you can force an ant to pin a spider, that's a good thing. Okay, spfish took a little chance here because pinning the mosquito with the mosquito, the white mosquito no longer has any movement, but the potential for a pin-proof spawn point, a beetle factory to open up here, comes into play. There's been a lot of discussion. So 1254 asks, do pieces have some sort of weight or point amount, as in how powerful they are? And the answer is no. There's been a lot of discussion about that, but no one has come up with a perfect formula like they have very, very good formula in chess. Okay, so the black ant makes a ring. And of course, I'm answering these questions from 1254 based on Tournament Hive, which is what we play in the tournaments, which is with all expansions. And Gen 42 Games has, okay, so let's take a look. He jumped over with the ladybug, which leaves the three ants pinned. This ant will be able to be warped out by the pill bug. Of course, Gen 42 Games has just recently released Ultimate Hive, is what they're calling it, which is Hive with all the expansions. So that's a good thing. Players won't have to worry about hunting for a pill bug or expansions. So 1254 asks me what my favorite piece is. And so, I don't know if you can see this or not. This was my Hive Championship trophy from 2011, the first year of the Ladybug. So mine is the only trophy that has the Ladybug on it. Okay, the spider gets warped over to here, which opens the door for the ant to escape. So black played the spider, so probably black was looking to cap off the mosquito so it can't be used as a spawn point. But with the white ant free, black can't take the tempo to move the spider. If the spider moves, then white ant will get a free pin of the third black ant. In general, rings are bad, but top level players know how to use them. So my next book is Hive Ring Theory, which is designed to show people how to beneficially use rings. And of course, if black attempts to place something here, keep the white ant in play, then it just immediately gets pinned by the spider. So he probably doesn't want to do that. And I keep forgetting this. I don't have this set up initially. I'll turn on desktop audio so you can actually hear the click click when they place pieces. So rather than capping off the mosquito with the spider, black did it with the ant. So who do you think's going to win? Not necessarily just specifically this game, but the match in general. I understand that completely. I own Karutsu says I want a physical copy of the game. Ben is showing a good understanding of the opening, says Pedro. Thanks for joining. 1254. Okay, that's interesting. Grasshopper going to here might possibly get the black. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was wondering if black should jump over with the. Now the black mosquito's tied down to keeping an eye defensively on that. Oh, that's interesting. The black spider warps over. So, what does white do here? Does white advance with the beetle? Yep. The black steps away from the pillbug, so it's now in a proximity pillbug position. The black mosquito is still defending as long as the ladybug and grasshopper stay in play. So the white spider is getting ready to do a pen replacement. Black could, at this point in time. Oh, interesting. So Alex showed a little bit of a ring making there. That would be interesting. Time for my first cough drop. Pedro made the comment, Ben is showing a good understanding of the opening. And a lot of the opening has to do with, oh, interesting. Now, why did the grasshopper go there? You always have to ask yourself, why did he place it there? Dare not jump across to here, although the ladybug could come out and the grasshopper could go to there. But if the ladybug comes out, then the mosquito can immediately, the beetle can immediately come across. Go back to my comment. Pedro said Ben is showing a good understanding of the opening. One of the concepts that I wish I could remember who it was that made this comment to me was surrounding your opponent's queen is not the goal in Hive. That's just how you win. Interesting. Coolster 84 said a mosquito offsets approaching beetle, sort of like keeping the opposition in chess. Okay, there's the reason why, possibly. Ordep says they have a similar situation in game 6, but now black has a chance for a win, not only a draw. And R10 says chaotic game. And it's also getting spread out, but white still has 4 bugs in reserve. Black still has 4 bugs in reserve. Now, why did the ant move into there? I am going to turn off the track mice, so we don't need to see that. So that's very interesting. Did the ant move into there to free the ladybug? So one of the comments always is you want to be very careful about placing too many pieces. Black has yet to bring in either beetle. Which could be a good thing. Dutters has joined in board space. So now, would Alex attempt to attack with the mosquito? Interesting, there's no bug in play to the kill shot. Although black could attack with the mosquito on the pill bug and then bring the beetle in, which would force the ant to respond. Okay, he doesn't need to, he just, okay. So Alex is extremely, moved very quickly on these to attack with the 2 beetles. The 2 beetle attack is something that Joe mentioned in his book, Canon of Hive, and it could very easily become a 3 beetle attack once the mosquito moves in. So the only bug that can stop the second beetle is this ant. If that ant moves, it'll free this ant, but more importantly, the black mosquito will be able to move in. And it's interesting because there's a 3 minutes between comments Pedro says seems like a slow win for white. I think that's changed, although even if the black beetle gets up, black may not have enough bugs available to win. Since black has no more bugs in reserve, white still has 3 bugs in reserve. So if white can hold out, then white's chances improve drastically. So Ben is probably doing some counting here. Black will have to come up with 4 bugs because there's no doubt that the Rules to 84 said lots of moves that I have no understanding of. That's likely why I'm not in the World Championship. I understand that completely, believe me. Oh, that's interesting. Forms a ring. Now white, yep, grasshopper there frees that ant. Interesting. So let's go back and take a quick look at that. No, you can't. They're starting to move. So even though black has qualified for the win by getting the beetle up, black doesn't have enough bugs available to win. So white with 2 free ants, a grasshopper in reserve, and a beetle in reserve has I don't know what Pedro's answer. You can ask. Smiley face. So that was a move that I didn't see coming. The grasshopper jumping in. Now, if the black mosquito does not move, the white mosquito just jumps out here, neutralizes the mosquito, shuts it down, and then the white beetle just comes in. So that could very well be the turning point right there. Oh, I didn't notice. Let me get my old man magnifying glass out here. So I can look. spfish is down to 21 seconds. If the black mosquito doesn't move, I think that grasshopper move might be the move Oh, interesting. Okay. That's interesting. The only way black keep okay, black forms the ring, but then the white mosquito jumped. Oh, is definitely going for some control here. Time trouble could become a factor, but I don't think so. I think spfish has this one. Black's only movable bugs are the beetle and the spider. Yeah, this one's over. The white ant can attack, and black has to move something because he could take the setup shot. Okay, he's not even going to worry if the black wing escapes or not. And of course, the white ant can move over, freeing this ant first, just like that. So this ant comes in. Yeah, it's over. It's been over for a while now. Congratulations, SP Fish kept up the string of white victories. Game 7 is over. Again, the 7th victory for white. Congratulations for SP Fish. A little over half an hour. Everybody's quitting, getting out of the room. Let's get the lobby back open and see where they're going to go for the next game. So we had quite a few people joining us today. So where they're going to go for the next game. We're going to take a couple minute break. Well, something's wrong here. I want to try to get this one open. Oh, I'm trying to get Okay, Pedro says move 29. So let's see if we can get here to move 29. Yeah, I don't understand. You're right, Pedro. I don't understand why he warped the spider to there because you're absolutely right. That did give a bridge for the beetle to cross. Okay, they're going to be playing in room 1, so I need to make sure I'm available here. So Ben has asked for a couple-minute break. Alex has said yes. Let's go real quickly over here to tournament results. You can see spfish has now the 4-3 lead. Oh, Alex will be playing white in game 8 and will need to have a victory in order to continue. All Ben needs to do is a draw or better. And as I've mentioned many times before, you never want to start playing for a draw because if you play for a draw, you end up losing. Okay, they're getting ready to go. Let's turn the lobby off. Ten plus 10. If Alex wins this one, we'll go into 3 plus 10 tie breaks. Oh, active in 3. Let's see what's happened up here. Oh no. I made the mistake sometime back in a live stream not paying attention to where the players were going, and they ended up starting a game and I wasn't ready for them. So I'm trying not to do that. So Alex is in game room 6. So we'll just wait for Ben to join him. I don't know what's going on here. Ben keeps coming in and out of game room 6. Oh, interesting. Keeps kicking me out of the room. So they're having a little bit of room problem over at board space. So SP Fish exited and came back, and now let's see if he can join. He's in the room. Are they going to start? So we're just waiting for them to figure out how to get their game room going. Okay, they're going to try room 1. Okay, they got going. Finally. Okay, they're off and running. Get everything set here. Whoops. Okay, we are finally up and going. Let's go back and see how we got here. Ladybug, ladybug, mosquito, mosquito, very common. Both sides, ant and elbow, queen and elbow. An extended buffered C for white. Black got the pill bug in. And the black spider comes in. Now, that's an interesting thought by Alex Norman, because if the black mosquito, the beetle, and gains beetle power, the white mosquito just climbs up and shuts down the black mosquito, and the black mosquito can get pinned. The 2 players for tomorrow's semifinal match between Judoka and Happy Kiwi have both joined, as has Frasco 92. So let me take a look at the lobby. We've got 9 players, 9 spectators so far. So Alex must win in order to force another round of tie breaks. White will probably play an ant to give beetle power to the mosquito. I'm sorry, ant power to the mosquito. because with the distance apart of the queens, if the white mosquito were able to move out, the black beetle moved forward, white would still have time to get a beetle in for defense if that's what he wanted. Quick ant reply by spfish. Now if white pins the ant, black can cap it off if he wants to. And that's interesting because if white caps off the black, if white pins the black ant, black could immediately bring in another ant. If white doesn't do something with the, the black ant, it's threatening to pin the white ant. Now is black going to immediately bring in the last ant? Yep. And white finally got the pill bug in a defensive position. Okay, we've got 15 people watching so far. All three white top of hive bugs are in the hive, none of which are in attacking position, interestingly enough. But what is interesting is aenorman could move the mosquito to there and potentially place a bug here, getting the beetle up. But the other interesting thing white could do is white could go to here I could attack to there with the mosquito. I'm actually a little bit surprised that he didn't attack there. So let's see what happens now. Of course, white has to conserve enough bugs to win, but he could do a grasshopper on it there or here, jump it to there. You could also place a spider here, which is threatening to free this beetle. But unless you can keep both beetles free, they're not going to stop the advancing black beetle. Put a spider to there would be threatening to cap off the ant. Yep, I think Alex has got a. Well, the thing about it is though that what happens if the black queen just warps out to safety? Okay, yep, spider there. I'm a bit surprised that Alex didn't immediately pin the ant out there. Okay, the grasshopper is going in to jump to here to free an ant. This beetle has to defend against that one. But if white were able to place a bug there, then beetle underneath would be free. Pedro says, good chance for a draw here for black. I still don't see why white doesn't. Although you hate to sacrifice a bug on the ground level, if white could get a non-top of hive bug to there, that would be a good thing. So all of a sudden it's gone from white having a free ant to black is going to, if black pins this ant, then white has no free ants. I don't really know why. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he wants to keep with the spider pinning this direction, the black ant is in the elbow. With this spider through the ant here, the white ant is in the elbow. The only thing that I can say is the spider here is threatening to pin the black ant, leaving this ant in elbow. But when it moves to there, well, thank you, Blossom. I'm glad you're joining us. There is no extensive study of openings in Hive. Okay, I think the answer that right now, I think that black may be playing for a draw and be able to do that. I think Pedro is probably true. I think this is that spfish may be looking for a draw right at the moment. What's interesting? Oh no, the black could. Oh no, he can't stop the grasshopper from jumping in, can he? Okay, that's interesting. Now what happens if the grasshopper jumps in? The black queen just moves out, and there's no way white has enough bugs to win. Another interesting comment from regarding openings blossom is that there is going to be the first opening theory book published very shortly by world champion Joe Schultz. Yes. No, so to answer Scotty and Blossom, it's a 6 game match. The first one to 3.5 points wins. But after 6 games, if it's tied, you play 2 games. You play uh, in 2 game increments. So the fact that the first game was won by SB Fish, the second game, at the end of the second game, if AE Norman is still tied, they go into another 2 game tiebreak. But if Alex wins or draws this, then the match is over. Now, if Black can get the second ant free out of this canyon, out of this cavern, I keep saying canyon because that's what I play a lot of Kingdom Builder at Board Game Arena, and they use canyons. The term in Hive, however, is cavern. I don't think Black needs to be in a hurry yet to bring in the other beetle. If the black pillbug, yeah, black pillbug goes to there, that opens up the. Okay, that's what I thought. Now, yep, that's it. The black pillbug moves to there. Now, if white does not do something, oh, interesting. Okay, jumped out there. White needs 3 bugs, but even if both beetles get in play, That's only 2. Okay. I would almost have been tempted to leave the queen there because now if the ladybug moves, the beetle is pinned. With the queen back here, the grasshopper could jump. Yep, they're moving very quickly here. I don't think that white has a method of getting 3 bugs into attacking position. We're up to 17 concurrent viewers. I think that might be a new record. Thank you very much for everybody joining. Thank you everybody for commenting today. Coolster84, Ordep Kubik, who's a regular viewer and commenter. Scotty Balls, a new viewer, and Blossom. We appreciate it. Okay, the black ladybug forms the ring, and white will probably have to let the black ant free. The Ordep Kubik says you can, yes, you can. For example, anti-spawn LQP in line and then just play ants. That's a very good generalized way of doing that. Okay, now the problem, however, for aenorman is that he has not qualified for the win. Yes, I think this match is gonna end up going to spfish. So we won't have the same 4 semifinalists as last year. That's interesting. Moving the ladybug out to there stops the ant from moving into that position. Okay. Ladybug gets out to here, so the white queen can escape to there. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate you joining and watching. Thanks, Coolster. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Yes, like and subscribe. Okay, white is, oh, black is down to less than a minute, but should have no problem. When you get in a situation like this, if you've got a bug, you don't want to move the bug over here to the mosquito, but you can move the mosquito back, the pill bug back and forth, or the ant back and forth. Yeah, Pedro has it. Good game for Ben. This is an impossible win for white. You're absolutely right. There's no way white can win this. And that's one of the skills that top quality Hive players have is bug counting, counting bugs to make sure that you have enough to win. In fact, that's a chapter in my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, is on bug counting. So Pedro's predicting that Judoka versus spfish will be the final. I think csigeee and Happy Kiwi have something to say about that. After watching the original, the first 6 games in this match, I thought aenorman was going to be able to hold out and win. So I think aenorman is just playing right now, hoping for a mistake. A miracle happens. Let's see what's under this stack. Grasshopper. So it's been a great match. Congratulations. I think, barring a miracle, I think spfish is going to win this match in the first round of overtime and take the overall match by a score of 5-3. I'll never understand why YouTube introduced notifications. If I subscribe to a channel, I want to see its videos. I don't need to do a second subscribe. But 2 repetitions. Okay, I think we're going to end up with a draw here shortly. Although maybe spfish doesn't want the 2 repetitions. Yes, you're right, R10. I think this is this is the most I think have watched a live stream. And it ended in a draw. So congratulations, spfish. He will be moving on. spfish says, thanks for the amazing match. Yes, it was a really quality match. And of course, the 2025 Hive Online World Championship is being prepared right now. Looks like the top 8 from this year, which would include both of these players, are going to get automatic invitations to the World Championship next year. So Coolster84 asks, how is a draw determined on board space? Is it forced after a position is repeated X amount of times, or do players have to agree? Yes, it's forced after 3 times. Board space keeps track of it. Board space does an excellent job of also tracking whether bug has movement or not. Yes, Scott Ball says, simply stated, counting how many bugs have the potential to move into a kill space. I'm only aware of both queens being surrounded. So there's actually 3 ways that a game can end in a draw. Both queens surrounded simultaneously. If 3 repetitions of the exact same position with the exact same player on ready to move. Board space enforces that, and I believe HiveGame.com enforces it. Sadly, Board Game Arena does not. Correct. Board Game Arena does not. Does not, sadly. Huh. Or Deb Kubek said, in for the win. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tournament results up. And let's go over here and we'll make the 4.5 and 3.5. And then we'll move HP Fish. SP Fish, sorry. So the semifinals are set. Judoka versus Happy Kiwi. SP Fish versus csigeee. And it's interesting to see all 4 of these players won their group in the round robin. The only player that moved out of the round of 16 that finished second in a round robin was Rizeagain, who beat Gandak 2.5 to 1.5. So as you can see, Judoka, Happy Kiwi, SP Fish, and csigeee are the 4 players into the semifinals. And we will be live streaming again tomorrow. That's on Friday. So be watching for that live stream as well. And thank you everybody for joining. Okay, no, I have never considered Twitch, but aenorman43 does have a Twitch channel. Should I look into it? I'm going to click my Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd like to make a small cash contribution, you can click the Buy Me a Coffee link down below, or if you'd like, you can click on the $ on the YouTube uh, chat window. That would also be a benefit. So I really appreciate everybody joining today. I think we had a new maximum for the number of people on the live stream. We definitely had a lot of comments being made, which I truly appreciate. Scotty Ball says, I prefer YouTube personally. I have never looked into Twitch. I have a Twitch account. I never have been much on a Twitch person, so I probably should look into that and see if that's something worthwhile. So, what a match. Congratulations to Ben. And I thought I knew Ben's last name. I can't think of Ben's last name. So it's just spfish, surprise fish. Not enough room at board space to put the entire surprise fish there, so he just put spfish. So congratulations again to all 4 semifinalists, Judoka, Happy Kiwi, spfish, and csigeee. We'll be looking forward to some fantastic Hive coming up. And of course, be watching. I will be posting replay without comment. So if you can replay each game individually as they occur or shortly after they occur. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a wonderful afternoon, and it is a beautiful, I hate to say fall day here in Florida because we don't have a lot of fall, but it is a sunshiny day. Sadly, there's another hurricane coming out in the southwestern Caribbean. Sorry, the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, Western Caribbean. Hopefully, it does not turn into a hurricane. That I feel bad for all those people in the Big Bend of Florida and up into southeastern United States. If you had to reseed the semifinals, what would the seeds be? It's hard to say. I don't want to rule out csigeee. He's playing exceptionally well. I think that the match between Judoka and Happy Kiwi is going to be a very exciting one. Happy Kiwi is an unbelievably good in-game player. You get into an in-game situation with Happy Kiwi, and he has no problem playing a 300 move game where he takes a little tiny advantage and stretches it out into a game. So again, I appreciate thank everybody for joining today. I appreciate you joining. Thanks for the comments. And so and again, 3-minute delay. So when I say goodbye, we'll still be on for 3 minutes. So until next time, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. Thanks for watching, and so long. We'll see you tomorrow on another live stream.